Fear. It's something we all feel, but not something we all understand. What if I told you that fear isn't just a random emotion or an obstacle in your path? What if it's actually a guide, a tool, a mirror reflecting your deepest desires, values, and even your strengths? Hello, and welcome to Better Mental, a place for your mental health. Today, we're going to dig deep into fear, uncovering its hidden truths and learning how it can lead to profound self-discovery. Are you ready to see fear in a whole new light? Fear is universal. It doesn't discriminate. Whether you're young or old, successful or struggling, everyone has fears. But instead of seeing fear as a natural part of life, so many of us spend our time running from it. We push it away, ignore it, or distract ourselves. But here's the truth. Fear doesn't go away just because we pretend it's not there. When we avoid fear, we miss out on its potential to teach us something about ourselves. Fear isn't just a reaction, it's a signal. It's your mind and body's way of saying, hey, there's something important here. Instead of running from fear, what if you leaned into it? What if you listened to what it's trying to tell you? In today's video, we're going to explore why fear is so much more than a liability. We'll uncover how it reveals hidden truths about who you are, what matters most to you, and how it can even guide you toward personal growth. By the end, you'll have a completely new perspective on fear and, hopefully, a roadmap for using it to your advantage. Let's be honest, fear is uncomfortable. It triggers an immediate response in our bodies, making us feel tense, anxious, or even paralyzed. It's no wonder that most of us instinctively try to avoid it. We distract ourselves with work, social media, or entertainment. We convince ourselves that if we ignore our fears, they'll eventually disappear. But does that ever really work? The truth is, avoiding fear doesn't make it go away. It just pushes it deeper into our subconscious, where it can manifest as stress, anxiety, or even physical symptoms. Think about it. Have you ever felt a vague sense of unease without knowing why? That's often fear trying to surface, but being blocked by your attempts to suppress it. Avoiding fear doesn't just keep it hidden, it also keeps you stuck. When you avoid confronting what scares you, you're missing out on the chance to learn something important about yourself. Fear, when faced, becomes a doorway to self-discovery. Here's where it gets fascinating. Your fears are not random, they're deeply personal. Each fear you experience is tied to a part of who you are, what you value, and what you desire. Fear is like a magnifying glass, zooming in on the things that matter most to you. For example, if you have a fear of failure, it's not just about messing up or making a mistake. It's often rooted in your desire to succeed, your need to meet high standards, and your fear of disappointing yourself or others. It reveals that you care deeply about doing things well and take pride in your accomplishments. Or take the fear of rejection. It's not just about hearing the word no. It's about a deeper need for connection, belonging, and acceptance. It shows how much you value relationships and being part of a community. Even fears like public speaking can reveal something powerful. At its core, the fear of standing in front of an audience is often about the desire to be seen, heard, and understood. It highlights a need for validation and respect, as well as a fear of judgment or criticism. When you start to see your fears as reflections of your values and desires, they stop being obstacles and start becoming tools for self-awareness. They show you what truly matters to you. Here's the problem. When you avoid fear, you're not just avoiding discomfort, you're avoiding growth. Fear is like a challenge. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's also an invitation to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. Let's go back to the fear of failure. If you let this fear stop you, you might never take risks, try new things, or reach your full potential. But if you confront it, you'll start to see failure as a stepping stone rather than a dead end. You'll realize that mistakes are opportunities to learn, and that growth comes from pushing through discomfort. Similarly, avoiding the fear of rejection might keep you safe in the short term, but it also keeps you isolated. By confronting this fear, you open yourself up to deeper connections and a sense of belonging. Avoiding fear keeps you in your comfort zone, and while the comfort zone feels safe, it's not where growth happens. Confronting fear, on the other hand, allows you to step into your potential and discover parts of yourself you never knew existed. When you choose to face your fears, something incredible happens. You start to see fear not as a weakness, but as a teacher. Fear becomes a tool for self-reflection and self-discovery. Let's say you're terrified of public speaking. Instead of avoiding it, you decide to confront it head-on. You realize that your fear is rooted in a desire to communicate effectively and be respected by others. By addressing this fear, you not only improve your confidence, but also develop a stronger sense of self-expression. Facing fear also connects you with others. One of the most liberating realizations is that you're not alone in your fears. Everyone around you is struggling with their own set of insecurities. When you share your fears, you create opportunities for connection and empathy. You begin to see fear as a shared human experience rather than something that isolates you. The real power of fear lies in embracing it. This doesn't mean you won't feel scared. It means you'll learn to coexist with fear and use it as a guide. Fear isn't something to be eliminated. It's something to be understood. When you embrace fear, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself. You realize that fear is a reflection of what matters to you, what drives you, and what you want to protect. It's not something to run from. It's a part of who you are. By leaning into fear, you unlock a level of self-awareness that can transform your life. You begin to see challenges as opportunities, weaknesses as areas for growth, and fears as stepping stones to a better version of yourself. Fear is not your enemy. It's your guide. It's a mirror that reflects your values, your desires, and your strengths. By facing your fears instead of avoiding them, you open the door to profound self-discovery and personal growth. So here's my challenge to you. What's one fear you're ready to face? Share it in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about how we can turn fear into a tool for transformation. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out more content from Better Mental. Together, we can transform fear from something that holds us back into something that helps us grow. Thanks for watching,